Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return is Henderson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Prescott on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's coming now. Here you go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much there at all. He's up. Only to about the 16-yard line. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gun.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 1, Omaha.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13. Yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
McKinnon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Watch left. Start right there. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Here we go. Green,
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Gun!
Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Williams to throw on 3rd down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over!
Williams now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Max 50, Max 50.
Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on second down. Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Williams, off play action. He's going to loft one deep, and this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Leopard! Leopard!
Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll go with the keeper. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold now out to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing on first down. Williams dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
12, fellas, here we go.
Hey, we are
12. Hey, hot.
Shoot.
21.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Williams on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some...
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Good.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now McKinnon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Williams looking to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Williams now operating from the gun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Right there, 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Everyone's got 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
55 is mine, guys, 55.
Looking to throw. Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now here come the Cowboys. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down
Under pressure, they got him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch and 8. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Move. Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
41's the whip. 29. Switch and 8. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. First down now, but that clock rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Under. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 26.
Prescott yet again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great out.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
To throw again, Williams. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Barney! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Hot! Here we go!
And they'll go on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
56. Lucky 56. Set.
Here's Williams looking to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey. 4 down. Sponge.
Here we go. 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch the ship. Hey. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Mike 50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert. 3 down. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Watch you now, Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's McCannell. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Over the middle, it's complete. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Watch 85. Single.
Williams from the gun, he'll throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Oh, the return is Henderson. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Get out. Here we go. 47. 47. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Let's finish now. It's coming now. 26. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Cowboys on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill.
26.
Prescott now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
26.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
26.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, turn it out. Here we go. Oh.
Switch and A. Gun. 26.
And they'll run it here. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now they try the right side here. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. 56, Mike, 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Switch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Hot!
Now they try the right side here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Green 39!
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it.